If you don't think they're feeling the heat right now in Philly, well, John Tortorella's antics, if you want to call them that, tantrum, as it says on your screen, he gets the boot very early on in that game against Tampa Bay. And I mean, Gav, we can flash up the video here. If you're a lip reader, I mean, I'm not leaving. He's not going anywhere. He gets the boot and then gets a 2-game suspension and a $50,000 fine, the 13th time he has been fined in his NHL career. Colby, was 2 games and 50 grand too much, too little, just right?
I think too much. I honestly, I guess, look, I'll give full transparency here. When this came out yesterday, actually hours before this came out yesterday, I was at Danny Briere's 2-year-old son's birthday party with my family, okay? And Danny had a phone call, and he got off the phone call, and he looked at me, and he said, "You'll never believe what just happened." And he told me what happened. This was hours earlier, right? So obviously, I had to go right over to Sean Couturier, who was 10 feet away from me, and said, "What happened? What did he say?" And Sean told me he really didn't say anything that bad. It's when he refused to leave the bench is when these things started to compile. But I guess Torts was upset because he just didn't feel like it warranted a suspension. The league felt like, or an ejection. The league felt like this was a bad precedent. Torts is going to torts, right? But I think this could be a rallying cry for the Flyers. I think these guys are bought into John Tortorella. I think they've beaten top 10 teams all year. Yep, they're on a little bit of a slide. They didn't have Connect Me for a while. They're without Drysdale. They're without Ristolainen. They played with 13 forwards and 5 defensemen the other night. You do not see that very often. So, sure, they're sputtering a little bit, but I've got a little bit of faith in this John Tortorella coach team that they're going to find themselves a way into the playoffs. It might be a wild card, but I think they've got the fight, and I think that they have done things the right way all season, and they'll get a little bit of puck luck to find their way in.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Saravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.